Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We will be previewing the England versus India series. What is looking like mission impossible for Bazball. Bazball will be tested against a formidable Indian unit in their own backyard. What's in store is a great 5 test matches coming our way. Firstly, we will be discussing the compositions of the teams. We have got news that Harry Brook and Viratkohli will be out of the first 2 test matches due to personal reasons. We wish them both well, which brings in a conundrum to who will replace them and how the 11s will be looking. So firstly, we will be looking at what to expect from India in the 11. Very easy openers being Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohitsharma. Shubman Gill looking at the third spot. Fourth in the middle order will be Shreyas Iyer, followed by what we see is KL Rahul, who will not be taking the gloves from what I predict here. I see KS Bharat coming in at number 6, being their designated wicket keeper. The reason why this is Indian pitches will be turning, so you'd want your best gloveman on show. So I think KS Bharat will keep the wicket in the first, at least the first test. And then the composition will be the 3 spinners. Ashwin, Jadeja and Akshar Patel will be the 3 spinners. I think India will go with the spinners, considering the tracks which we are most likely to get will be spin friendly. And then at number 10 and 11 will be the 2 fast bowlers in Bumrah and Siraj. I think all in all it's a strong side. Obviously Kohli missing out is a big blow for India, which made the selection much easier to select. Otherwise you could have seen maybe Rahul take the gloves and a Shubman Gill probably missed out, or a KS Bharat might have missed out there. But yeah, very formidable team. I think with India, the way they have to play is they have to try and match Bazball, especially the 2 openers. The way Yashasvi Jaiswal played in South Africa gave you an indication that he's out there and he's going to go and score, and he's going to try and get that India quick runs. I think it will be hard to survive on these pitches if India do get those doctored pitches. So you'd see that both Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill going hard. I think the test will come with the middle order. How good is that middle order? KL Rahul had a great series in South Africa, needs to come to the party in the absence of Kohli. So I think the bankers you'd see is Rohit Sharma, Jaiswal and probably a KL Rahul there. Their low order is quite good, so I think playing KS Bharat makes sense, that they don't really need a batting keeper. They have Jadeja, Ashwin and Akshar Patel, who are capable strong batters. I think Akshar Patel had a brilliant series last year when India beat England 3-1, where he was the highest wicket taker. So all in all, it's a balanced side. Kohli is missing, and yes, so I think India are pretty much sorted. England have that conundrum there of Harry Brook missing, so I think which makes selection very much easier. Benstokes will be your wicket keeper, and he's obviously the best gloveman in the country. So like I said, I would like to have a wicket keeper who can play in those conditions rather than a batter who's a keeper. So I think they'll go same way. Openers will start with Zach Crowley and Ben Duckett. 2 openers who have an aggressive styles of play. Will be very interesting to see. Ollie Pope, who didn't have a good time in India last year, will maintain his spot due to Harry Brook's injury. See Joe Root at 4, big player for them. I think they will heavily rely on him. He played really well last series when they toured here. Johnny Bairstow, there's questions about his selection, but I think he slots in now as a pure batter. Ben Stokes, the captain, at number 6. The only problem here is does he bowl? If he doesn't bowl, then what happens to the England balance in the bowling? And that will play a major role there. And Ben Stokes, as we mentioned, is the keeper. And then you could see I could see them playing 2 pacers and the 2 spinners. So the 2 spinners being Jack Leach, the senior spinner, and Rehan Ahmed, who we haven't heard of or seen in playing in international cricket as a spinner there. And Mark Wood would be the other pacer, and then there would be a toss-up between Jimmy Anderson and Ollie Robinson. But I think they'll go with Anderson's experience at the start. So, in essence, England's bowling lineup is a bit fragile, I would say. Rehan Ahmed, again, newbie. What's in store for him? We don't know what comes out from that. And then Jimmy Anderson, again, he's 41. How many test matches can you get? I think a maximum of 2 to 3 test matches in this series, and same with Mark Wood. So I think they will be rotating. There's 4 quicks which England have gone with. Gus Atkinson and Ollie Robinson are the quicks. So I do see them playing 2 quicks in potentially all the test matches with a rotation. So 4 out of the 4 quicks in the squad, they will be picking those 2, and then they'll be rotating and resting. Same with the spinners. I think you have 2 other names who we haven't spoke about, Shoaib Bashir and Hartley, both pretty much tall bowlers who will get a lot of bounce. So I think England have gone in with that consensus of how to match someone like an Akshar Patel. So they've gone in with those 2, again, unknown quantities, haven't played much first-class cricket. What's in store for them? I think it's going to be a challenging tour, but it will be a good learning for them. We'll then go into the preparations for England coming into this game here. What we have seen is they've opted not to come to India. They've opted to stay in Abu Dhabi in the warm weather training. And just looking at that side of preparations, if you're coming for a big tour, I don't think it's right. You have to be in the country, acclimatized to the conditions. I know that the level of opponents they will be playing will not be that greater of opponents, but just to get yourself in India, get the flavor of what's going on, the climate, and just get yourself in the tour would have been a better options. But I think they've gone the other way, thinking that they don't want to be staying for too long. So I think they're staying for 7 weeks. So if they came in 2 weeks earlier, it would be 9 weeks, probably take a toll on that. So that could be a bit questionable regarding their tactics. Players to watch out for, I think Joe Root holds the key. England will rely heavily on Joe Root playing against spin. And on the Indian scheme of things, I think Rohit Sharma will be very important. The way how he plays, the way how he approaches playing in the playing styles. And bowlers wise, I'm looking at an Ashwin and how he goes about for India. He's had a brilliant record in the country. He's probably the best in the business. So expect him to be one of the leading wicket takers alongside Jadeja or even Akshar Patel. So Ashwin's my nod there. England, who can do well for them? Again, I probably see someone like a Rehan Ahmed, like he's a leggy, he might go for runs, but he will get you the wicket. So I'm going for him. Jack Leach, I don't really see him really like being that threatening to the Indian team. Looking at the venues, you look at these are second string venues. These are not your traditional venues like Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore. So where they're playing right now is the Hyderabad, Ranchi, Visakhapatnam, Himachal Pradesh. I think Himachal Pradesh, where Dharamshala, the stadium is the 5th test. That's where England will fancy themselves. Conditions more local to home in terms of the climate. But the other 4 tests, which is Rajkot, Ranchi, they will have to grind it out. So the first 2 test matches will be really, really important for them before they get Harry Brook in, if they do get in. But for them, it's just to make sure they stay in the series as much as they can. I don't see any draws taking places here. The way Bazball works is they're going to fast forward the game. So India will need to be very proactive. Rohit Sharma, the captain, will need to be proactive. You saw the test match in South Africa when he brought on someone like Prasidh Krishna in the first test after lunch and then meandered and South Africa scored big. So I think he will have to be very proactive in his captaincy. It'll be more like a one-day sort of T20 captaincy type where he will have to set fields. He'll have to react quicker. So that's what Bazball brings in. England, England will play their normal game, as we can see. I think that's their best chance, the way England play. If England try and bat out for draws, which this regime will not, I think they'll struggle because they don't have batters to stay in apart from someone like Joe Root. So the approach will be attack versus attack. So Indian spinners attacking England batters, and you could see like Ben Duckett mentioned in the interview with Sky Sports Cricket, that he's going to use his reverse sweep as a defense. So you can see the mindset there and approach, what he's been thinking and what probably would be in store for the camps. Ben Stokes has to fire in this series. He needs to work as a bowler as well, because you can see the workload will carry forward with the amount of like someone like a Mark Wood and Jimmy Anderson, who will not be able to bowl long spells. So I think they will need to work on that bowling department as well. You see Joe Root could play a crucial role like he did in the last series when they were here in India. So Joe Root will be probably playing as a second frontline spinner, or will play a major role with the bowl as well. So looking at everything here, I think prediction wise, I will go with probably a 3-1 would be a fair prediction. I do see England, one of the games, probably push that game further forwards and score quicker, which will probably get them that one win. But I see the other three, India should take the series 3-1. So that is our preview, and thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel and follow our updates. Thank you.